Okay, welcome to the Sit on Your Hands podcast. I'm Kev Martin, your host. Join us as we dive into the world of psychology and of trading and finance. So, look, a bit about me. I'm a certified performance coach, trained at the Coactive Institute in New York City, and accredited by the International Coaching Federation. I've also created something that we're going to talk about today, which is called the M3 method, a science-based way to kickstart your day. I work with professional traders, business owners, executives. And if you are into this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and join us. Before we get into it, I just wanted to say, guys, we're at 6,000 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic. I remember when I first started hopping on these streams, we were, a few hundred subscribers, potentially 1,000. I can't remember, but absolutely fantastic by Tom and the editor to get us to where we are, and of course to you. So before we get into anything else, please join us. There's a Discord link. I believe we'll be posting that shortly. There's the free Discord. There's the VIP Discord, which obviously you pay a little bit for. And then there's, I believe Tom has some one-to-one coaching that he offers as well, to mentorship. So Tony says, hey, Tom. I'm sure Tom is here hiding somewhere, watching the stream. Colin, mate, always live, at these streams. Absolutely welcome, mate. Good to see you as well. Who else we got? Dances with Wolves. Hello, mate. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Colin, so who have we got today? Actually, Colin, we've got you guys today. So the idea is I wanted to share with you something that's called the M3 method. It's something that's foundational to the work that I do with clients. And it's a mini sort of bite-sized sort of presentation on how you can really use the mornings to kickstart your day. And I'll be diving into that shortly. Brett, main man, how are you, mate? Great questions last week, Brett. Liquid, another regular to the show, to the Simply Forex show. Brilliant. And this is really kind of you, mate. 360 building pest inspections. Love the podcast. Absolutely lovely. Listen, like I said, there's no guest today. So what we wanted to do is just, if you have any questions about trading, about the prop firm space, psychology, whatever it is, just drop them in. And also, if you wanted to sort of join us live, there is a link that you can click, and if you wanted to, you can jump on the show and you can be on stage and talk to us. Colin, I love mornings. Me too, mate. Me too. And then Connor says, hello, Tom. Okay, cool. So look, guys, I just wanted to say, so last week we had Jordan Diaz on. He was from the prop firm space, over 25K in payouts, I believe. A lovely guy, fantastic guest we had on. And this week we wanted to change things up a bit. We decided, look, let's have a show where it's all about you. So if you have any questions, please drop them in. But also I wanted to share with you a bite-sized version of what the M3 method is. So I'm going to go ahead, hoping I mess this up, and share something with you. So I'm not sure if you can all see that. Can you do me a favor? Just say yes if you can in the comments. Will be great. And I'm going to really sort of run through this really quickly. Like I said, the M3 method is something that lots of us use, lots of my clients use, and it's absolutely foundational to the work that I do with them, but also, really helps to kickstart. Okay, great. You guys can see it. Also helps to kickstart your day. So look, it's an influential technique, I would say. It capitalizes on the first 20 minutes of your day. So look, it says morning, but it can be I know some traders wake up and trade at nighttime. Some traders midday. It depends when you wake up, right? But we're going to dive into it now. And of course, if you have any questions, please ask. So just quickly, let's have a quick look here. So Dances with Wolves. Kev, do you think we obtain psychology necessary for trading by trading on demo, or does it only come through real accounts? This is absolutely brilliant question. And I would say that the trading a demo account, from my experience and the clients I work with, is absolutely definite and needed to test your strategy, right? 100% is needed to test your strategy and make sure that the strategy is right, as long as you stick to your rules. But it is a completely different psychology when you think of, money management, and the risk you're taking is completely different, absolutely different. And when you're in a live environment, like I always talk about, if you're training for a game and, training seems a bit easy. I remember there's this guy who was absolutely amazing at training football, and we got into a game and he froze every time, and the coach would take him off because he just wasn't doing the things he did in training the week before. So I think a demo account is brilliant, and I would say definitely use it to make sure your strategy is working well. But you want to really get into the live environment. This is where it really tests you and you see how you react to certain things. Some people use the idea of set and forget. Some people like to manage their trades. It just depends. But a demo account is generally for, testing your strategy. Right. So look, that's a great question as well. And thanks, guys, for letting me know that you can see it. So I'm going to dive into this. Okay. There we go. So what some of the first things we do in the morning when we wake up? Okay, really quickly, really briefly. Some people I've worked with, they say they'll check Instagram, they'll check the MT4, MT5, they'll check Euro USD, Forex Factory. They just jump into WhatsApp messages, they check the news, whatever. Okay, cool. And the reason why I ask that is because it's important to know that what we do when we first wake up or think about generally influences us throughout the rest of our day. I'm not going to bore you to death with this, but really quickly, there are 5 different types of brain waves. The one we're interested in is the flow state, the creative state, which is the alpha state, okay? So when you wake up, what you find is the alpha state is where we are currently, right? So we wake up an alpha state, and that's basically where your brain absorbs more information and is highly influenced by the things that you see, read, or do, okay? And it's the in-between where you are focused to where you have just woken up, and you're sort of just getting out of that subconscious into the conscious world. Okay, cool. What we also know is 95% of our thoughts come from our subconscious, and the alpha gives you an opportunity to change that, to influence how you attack your day, which leads into the week, to the month, and certainly promotes creativity. Okay, so just before I run through the rest of it, is there any questions? Colin says a tongue scraper. All right, mate. And please, if there's any other questions, just drop them in. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to continue on if you haven't got any questions. Okay, cool. So what is the M3 method? Simply put, the M3 method takes a whole bunch of data, and I've collated it into 3 simple sort of structured ways of a structured way of doing your mornings, having your morning set for you. So within the first 20 minutes of when you wake up, it's broken into the mindset, movement, and motivation. It's easy, really easy to digest, but the impact is so high. One of the clients I work with said to me, and I just wanted to quote him on this, I wake up with possibility. Before, he would wake up and be thinking about work, thinking about the emails, the meetings he's got. And then he got into, some work we were doing together, the M3 method. Again, this is bite size. There's a lot more to it than this. And he said, Kev, I woke up feeling so much more things are possible rather than what I was thinking about. So I'd wake up feeling overwhelmed. I'd wake up feeling stressed. But after practicing this for a few months, things completely change. He said it's a game changer. So let's jump into the first M. Okay, cool. Any questions? No, you guys are being quiet today. That's okay. Keep going. This is good stuff. Thank you, Colin. Okay, cool. So what's the first M? So under mindset, so remember the M3 is broken up into 3 M's. The first M is mindset. Now, under mindset, what have we got? We've got things like affirmations. We've got things like meditation, breathing, yoga, gratitude, prayer. Some people don't believe in God. That's cool, but you wake up feeling grateful. And morning pages is something where you scribe. So the idea is, and again, we'll get how you put this all together under mindset. And again, lots more fall under mindset. you've got a bunch of different things that would make up your first M. Okay, and these are some examples of mindset. Okay, let's jump into any questions. Brett, in your experience, why is it some people always wake up in a negative mood, but others always wake up in a positive mood? And this is another good question, Brett. So the M3 method actually came about because I noticed, right, there was a certain shift. I think it's 2015, 2014. I woke up and I was in such a dark place. Like, it was weird. I'd wake up and I'd feel stressed. I'd be thinking about work. I'd be thinking about lots of different things, but I would hide it. And I would hide it from my family, for my kids, my wife. And I'm not sure why that was. I really can't put sort of a finger on that. But what I can tell you is I also had a performance coach back then, just started working with him, and we started getting to understanding exactly why this was happening and ways of tackling it. One of the things that we know is that it could be something that is bothering you or it's on your mind, and it influences you as you wake up because you're thinking about that straight away, right? Other people, maybe it's just a different type of setup they have internally, and they wake up and nothing really sort of phases them or stresses them. But again, it's a really good question. For the guys that wake up at times, I'm not saying what you all do, and you do feel a little bit groggy or cloudy and your head's not quite right in terms of trading or not trading, I promise you this will help you as long as you are consistent with it. Okay, but a really good question there, Brett. So the first M, like I said, is mindset. And these are just some examples of what mindset is. And then we'll go through how we put this together. Now, movement, the idea behind the second M is movement, right? So we know that science has shown us that if you wake up in the mornings or whenever you wake up first thing and you do some sort of exercise within a period of time and your heart rate is up, you feel better. You definitely feel better. You feel more energized. You know, your mind's clear, and you just tend to perform a lot better, whether it's at work, trading, whatever it is. But very, very simply put, is to get your heart rate up and moving. Now, what falls under movement? Running. You can go to the gym. You can take your dog for a walk. You know, a bike, the stairs, whatever you want. But for some of you who don't have a lot of time like me, what I do is something called the 5-5-30. So it's three push-ups, triple. So it's 3 push-ups, 5 push-ups, 5 squats, 5 lunges, and a 30-second plank. I'm really sorry, I got that really confused. But you know, the idea is with the 5-5-30, I don't have a lot of time to wake up and go for a run or head down to the gym. I don't have a dog, right? So you can get your heart rate up and moving within a 30-second period, a 2-minute period, as soon as you're up, and it falls under the movement part of the M3 method, right? Okay, let's see. What's Colin saying? Colin, what are you saying here? Let's have a look. What about overnight trades needed to this is after the 3 hours, probably will make me feel a bit better. Maybe, mate. Supposing you're in drawdown, you wake up, you check your trades, and you're not happy, you know, it's going to influence you to not be in a better place, I guess. But okay, the last part of the M3 method is motivation. Now, growing up, motivation to us has always been, I don't know about you, but it's always my parents pushing me to be motivated. You need to be more motivated. You need to do this. You need to do that, right? But motivation is really meant to be a pull, not a push. It's the things that get you motivated. So things under motivation could be music. It could be a podcast. It could be a life board, which some of you might know as a vision board. So just kind of behind here, you can see I've got my life board up, and it's got the things that are really important to me and attractive to me. It can be visioning. And as you can see from that picture there, it's just you thinking about the future. Okay, I am a successful trader. What are some of the things that you do to be a successful trader? Okay. And audible. So, you know, I hate reading books, but I prefer to listen. And then motivational talks. You know, you got people like Les Brown, Gary V. You know, it could be waking up and listening to Tom, and, you know, you're really happy to hear his voice and see him drinking vodka, whatever it is. But the idea is under motivation, and you mix these three together, you have a really good structure, a good formula to start your day. Okay, now how do you put this together? Oh, hang on a sec. So John, let's see, John. The 555 sounds good. Michael Mosley would approve. Also very good for your brain memory retention. It's one of the more important things in research. Yeah, mate, 100%, John. You know, I think from what I've seen, doing the 555-30. So, you know, 5 push-ups, 5 lunges, 5 squats, and a 30-second plank. For those who don't have time to go to the gym, honestly speaking, it works absolutely brilliantly in the mornings. Again, some clients, they go for a run whilst listening to something motivational. Some clients, you know, go for a walk with their dog. It just depends what works for you. But good point there, John. So Dances with Wolves, Jiu-Jitsu helps me big time. Mate, I can imagine. Do you do that first thing in the morning, or do you do that at some point throughout the day? Be good to know. What's Brett got here? So I have a friend who is not motivated to do anything, and I'm always trying to motivate him, but to no avail. Any tips that you can help to give him motivated? So look, mate, this is a really good point, right? And a really good question, because it comes down to the sort of the thing I was talking about earlier, where I say a motivation needs to be a pull. And by you sort of helping him or trying to help him to be motivated, that's a push. And that's him not reacting well to that, because it has to be something, you know, that motivates him and gets him going. The things you can do is maybe talk to him about when you talk about things, what lights up for him what topics do you think he's really attracted to, in the sense of, you know, like I have a friend, I remember once we had, he was really stressed out at work. He got home, I called him, he said, I'm tired, I can't be bothered, things are tough right now. He was home with the wife and kids. My kids are screaming downstairs. I said, what are you doing? Oh, I'm laying in bed, I'm just stressed out. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, are you tired? Yeah. And he said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. Well, I'm outside and I've got tickets to see Man United. Do you want to go? And we lived in London at the time. And he was like, yeah. And suddenly he jumped up and he was downstairs in no time, kissed his wife goodbye, and off he went. Now, in the flick of an instant, he was motivated, happy, and ready to go. No longer was he tired, stressed, or anything. So it can also just be a quick switch to see what gets you going. Okay, what's Dances with Wolves? Come to the okay, guys, and of course, if you want to jump on, I'm nearly done with the presentation. If you want to jump on and ask any questions, please do. Here's the link. You could come on, be live with us right now. Colin, we'll pick this up, move to energy too, but very powerful and easy to. Yeah, mate, that's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. John, so Tai Chi would do both M1 and M2 at the same time. Exercise, movement. Okay, cool. Yeah, mate, absolutely. All right, I'm just going to finish this off. Lots of really good points. So look, you're probably thinking, what does that look like? What does that mean? Okay, great. You've told me there's something called the M3 method, motivation, mindset, you know, movement. Great. What does that actually mean? I'll give you an example of mine. So this is me sleeping. Okay. The first thing I do when I wake up, so my alarm goes off and I lay there and I either say a prayer, or generally speaking, I'll give thanks. So I'll think about maybe 2 things, 3 max, things I'm really grateful for. But apart from thinking about it, I'll think of the emotion. So for example, this morning I was thinking about me and the kids and my wife. We were in Mexico and I was really grateful for that last year, August. And I was thinking about that, but also thinking about the feeling of being in Mexico. We were on the beach. I can hear the waves. As I lay in bed this morning, that's exactly what I was doing. So that's my first part, and that falls under my mindset. I then roll out of bed, and of course, don't try to wake anyone up, but I'm doing my 555-30. So I've done my mindset piece, which is my gratitude. I do my 555-30, right, which we spoke about. And then as I'm finished that, I head downstairs. I've got a podcast in. I'm generally listening to something motivational. Or I'd be listening to Les Brown. I love Les Brown. I feel his voice really sort of works well and, you know, gets me absolutely motivated and in the right zone for the day. And then I'm upstairs. So I've done that. I drink loads of water and then I'm back upstairs and I'm looking at this up here, which is my vision board, life board. So on here, there are things that are really important to me for this year. The year's coming to an end. This was done at the start of the year, but also I have all the goals I have to be, to have X amount of clients this year, which has gone really well. Also, the most recent goal that I've had is to be a prop firm trader, right? And I have to say I failed miserably so far, because I've probably done about 10 challenges, guys, and I've blown every single one of them. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend, oh yeah, I haven't. It's been really tough and a real struggle, and I'm going to talk to you about that afterwards. And then I've got my life board and my like I said, so that's the end of my M3 method. That's done within about 20 minutes, and then I'm ready for action. So it could be I've got my call set for the day, or it could be that I'm just trading for the day. Generally speaking, I only trade the euro dollar. Today I took a trade on USD CAD, and I got stopped out on that one. But generally it's EU, and it's just the best pair for me. Okay, cool. Just to sort of finish off, right? So what am I saying? I'm saying that the first 20 minutes of when you wake up is absolutely key. It's proven, the science backs it. This is when your brain is most impressionable. Pick the activities you like. Now, you've seen the activities from motivation. You've seen some from movement. You've seen some from mindset. Pick the activities that you like. The golden rule is to stay off your phone. Absolutely stay off your phone for the first 20 minutes of the day, and that's it. Okay. And if there's what I would say is this: I promise you, if you do this for at least 3 months, don't go on your phone, sort out your M3 method, and I promise you, 3 months, you will see a big change in the way you feel, the way you think, the way you trade. I promise you. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. Now, look, a couple of things. We'll be in the Discord. So for those of you who haven't joined us yet, I believe there is a Discord link that we'll share shortly. So please join us. That's free. And in the free Discord, we've got lots of us just talking, sharing ideas, just, really, really good. We've got, I think John and Brett are in there, and they're really, sort of helping you. And Tom jumps into the free Discord at times. We also have the VIP Discord. Now, of course, if that comes with Tom's trades, all his entries, his exits, stop loss, you name it, he posts it. Lots of really cool content in there as well. You also have 2 other professional traders that share their trades as they take them. You also have access to me. So if you want to know a bit more about the M3 method, again, this is a real bite size. One of the techniques we use in performance coaching. There's so many more, but you have access to me if you want to come in there and talk to us as well. And I think that's it. Have I missed anything? Has anyone got any questions, thoughts? Let me see. Brett, stick to yeah, mate. I did some analysis today on USD CAD, and yeah, it just didn't work out. And for the first time ever, I felt absolutely nothing. I got stopped out, and I was like, I actually don't care. And I think that's a big shift for me. I was talking to my coach about that as well. Kev, what's your thoughts on prop firms? Look, man, I think for me, prop firms are amazing. I think that gives us access to additional funding where we wouldn't have. If you're a good trader and you have a proven technique that works or strategy that works, do the challenge if you can afford it. I think the key is, from what I've seen, is make sure you've got a job, you've got funds coming in, so you're not wasting all your money on prop firms. I'm talking to prop firms. So there is something that's coming. Us here at Simply Forex, when I say us, it's Tom and the editor. I kind of reached out to these guys, and what we've got is potentially, it looks like we've signed a deal with a really good prop firm, and just for you, there'll be lots of cool things with that prop firm, of course, discounts, promotions. So stick with us, guys, right? We're at 6,000 subscribers. Please stick with us. I promise you, this is going to be cool when we announce it. Now, the second thing is, I'm going to be doing a prop firm challenge, another one, but this time I'm going to record it. So it won't be live. Maybe it will be at times, but the idea is I'll tell you what the strategies I'll be using. I'll record once I've entered a trade, or when I'm thinking of entering a trade. and I'll also record how I feel when I've hit take profit or I've hit stop loss, or I'm in the trade, things that are showing up, and I'll just talk you through what's going on. So that's coming, and hopefully you can join me on that journey, because that would be pretty cool. And I would have you guys to hold me accountable to not FOMO in and to do silly things like I've done with most of my other challenges. So we'll be sharing what the strategy is. We'll be sharing how I feel, the emotions, targets, you name it. So that's coming soon as well. So I think that's it in the sense of me. So okay, cool, mate, no problem at all. Again, guys, join us in the Discord if you have any more questions on the M3 method. Guys, I promise you the M3 method is one of the most influential techniques you can use if you are feeling in a tough space, rough space in the mornings. I promise you, use it. It works. Be consistent. If you have any questions, you can find me in the performance coach section. So Brett, good question. So do you need to select one from each section? Yeah. So the idea is you could select one or more from each section. It's up to you. I've just given you some examples of what they all look like, and you can, introduce your own sort of techniques in each section. So mindset, movement, motivation. The idea is do that for within 20 minutes of waking up, stay off your phone, and be consistent over 3 months. Chandy, why don't you hedge, mate? I can't do that. If the problem I've got of hedging is when I hedge, I then see that I'm at a loss with one trade, and then I'm in profit with the other one, and that I can only trade one way. And the way I trade is a particular strategy that's sort of developed over time. It's a good strategy, but it's not very. It doesn't have a very high win rate, but I risk 2-to-1, so 1-to-2. So I risk 1 for 2. I know Tom does 1-to-1, which is pretty cool as well. But I've tried hedging, and it just messes up with my brain too much. So yeah, we're kind of working. Maybe, mate. So look, before we sort of sign off, I guess, any more questions? Do you guys have anything in terms of the prop firm announcement that's coming? Any questions around that? Do you want to jump on the stream, have a couple of things to share with us? Do you want to know more about the M3 method? Like I said, there's lots happening, and we are so grateful that you guys are with us on this journey. I remember when we were at a few hundred. Look at us now at 6,000. Phenomenal. And really cool things coming your way. Really cool things coming your way. So I can't say more. I really want to tell you what's going to happen, but I can't. But yeah, okay, cool. Look, I hope you found some value in that. So please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm get the views up and get people to our channel, which helps us and helps us to offer you more. So if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. We would be really grateful for that. Join us in the Discord. Again, that bit's free. If you want to pay for the VIP, please do so, of course. One-to-one coaching with Tom if you want to have a look at that as well. And we will see you soon. So I'll speak to you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.